Welcome to the About Us podcast, where we talk about and with people who have a purpose, a passion, an idea, and even faith. And I'm your host, Maria Magdalena Lotfi.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the About Us podcast. Last episode, I posted my first poetic story called Julia, and I believe it was well received because on SoundCloud, for example, it had more than 300 listens. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And now I'm excited to present my second story called Sarah. In this story, I wanted to explore the theme of immigration, specifically leaving Egypt for Canada, for example, and also the theme of persecution, more precisely persecution in Egypt as a Christian Coptic person. I was inspired by things, news I had read or heard, and I hope that I was able to accurately describe those feelings, those struggles. Yeah, it's a heavy subject, but I hope that you'll all like it, and please feel free to let me know what you think at the end of the story. Leave a comment. Just leave a feedback. It's really appreciated. Without further ado, here's the story of Sarah. Sarah arrived in Montreal months ago with her son Michael, who won't let go of memories of friends who looked like him, of his church and fave Sunday school hymns. Sarah feels her son's pain intensely. She misses her husband Botros immensely. She often wonders why she still obeyed when he told her to go, but he had to stay. Are we ever gonna go back home? Are we always gonna be numb just like stones? The winters are longer than adopting habits, trying to find our place, but they put us in brackets. People before us say the feeling's temporary, but the burdens are endless and heavy to carry. Sarah can't forget the day she landed in a metropole that loudly chanted liberty, opportunity, and security. At least she wasn't persecuted daily. That day she cried herself to sleep, feeling like she was a lost sheep, without her family in Alexandria and her best friend Monica. Are we ever gonna go back home? Are we always gonna be numb just like stones? The winters are longer than adopting habits, trying to find our place, but they put us in brackets. People before us say the feeling's temporary, but the burdens are endless and heavy to carry. Tomorrow's January 1st, 2011. Sarah was encouraged by Karen, Michael's Sunday school servant, to celebrate New Year's in the church's basement. Sarah calls Botros to let him know. He loves the idea and asks her to take photos, because I miss you both terribly. For my part, I'll attend Mass at El Catecism. Are we ever gonna go back home? Are we always gonna be numb just like stones? The winters are longer than adopting habits, trying to find a place, but they put us in brackets. People before us say the feeling's temporary, but the burdens are endless and heavy to carry. The next day, Sarah sends him the pictures, but she never gets back an answer. She sends him a nervous voice note. Please pick up, don't act like a ghost. After preparing Michael's stuff for school and making dinner and keeping her cool, she calls Botros for the third time, but in Egypt it's already bedtime. Are we ever gonna go back home? Are we always gonna be numb just like stones? The winters are longer than adopting habits, trying to find our place, but they put us in brackets. People before us say the feeling's temporary, but the burdens are endless and heavy to carry. Right before she goes to bed, Sarah opens Facebook and stops dead before a tragic post on her feed. Bomb kills 29 at El Catecism on New Year's Eve. She has to call Botros' family now. Who cares if it's past midnight now? His mother picked up the phone bawling. Fin Botros ya ummi, why are you crying? We're never gonna go back home, or we're gonna end up dead just like stones. The winters are longer than they used to be, because they keep attacking our hababis. We will see them one day in heaven, where we won't have to carry any burden. We're never gonna go back home. Omentunya lives within us, we're not alone. So the long winters got nothing on us, just like the persecutors who go nuts when we chant Kyrie eleison loudly and accept the crown of martyrdom proudly.
We hope you liked this episode, and if you did, please write a comment, send us your feedback, share it, and follow the About Us podcast on Instagram, and follow our guests. Thank you so much for your support, and see you next time.